Welcome, fellow Leos, old souls and new lions alike, to Golden Fortune Leo, the only channel where the stars don't just twinkle, they roar. Whether you've been tracking the cosmos since dial-up or you're just discovering your moon sign isn't made of actual cheese, you're in the right place. Today's message isn't just another horoscope, it's a celestial siren, and it's time to listen. Now, I don't mean to start with drama, okay, maybe I do, but July 13th and 15th aren't your average astrological pit stops. These are the cosmic equivalents of plot twists in a Shakespearean drama, only instead of daggers and crowns, we've got Mars and the Sun throwing energy like two heavyweight champions in the ring of your soul. As someone who has spent decades immersed in astrological charts, karmic cycles, and yes, more retrogrades than Mercury cares to admit, I say this with love and urgency, this is the final warning. These 2 days mark a crack in time, a moment when fate doesn't whisper, it shouts. You may notice wild dreams, random waves of emotion, or the sudden urge to quit your job and move to Bali. Don't panic. You're not crazy. You're just standing at the exact point where light meets shadow, Leo's sacred intersection. Mars, the planet of action and divine chaos, is aligning with your ruling sun, which is basically like giving your inner fire a double shot of espresso, spiked with destiny. If you walk through this portal, figuratively, unless a real one opens, in which case, send pics, you could change the entire trajectory of your life. But if you ignore it, you might find yourself stuck in a cosmic waiting room with outdated magazines and karmic reruns. Think of it this way. The universe just sent you a Google Calendar invite labeled Wake Up and Evolve Mandatory. So grab your courage, Leo. These dates aren't just significant, they're sacred. And remember, here at Golden Fortune Leo, we don't fear fate. We flirt with it, dance with it, and when the time comes, we roar straight into it. Now let's get into the meat of the prophecy, and no, I'm not talking about a barbecue. Though as a Leo, I do admire fire in all forms. I'm talking about a very specific flame, one lit centuries ago by none other than Nostradamus himself. Yes, that Nostradamus. In one of his more cryptic entries, he spoke of a lion of fire tested beneath the summer Sunday. Fast forward through a few plagues, empires, and bad hair decades, and here we are, Leo, in July 2025. That lion of fire? It's you, sweetheart. You're not just in the prophecy, you are the prophecy. Now, if lately you've felt like your world's been glitching, relationships turning weird, career feeling like a treadmill on incline 10, and this odd sense of not quite belonging anywhere, don't worry. You're not spiraling. You're transforming. These are not symptoms of collapse. These are spiritual growing pains. In Buddhist wisdom, impermanence is a core teaching. But let's be honest, most of us like our impermanence soft and wrapped in affirmation quotes. Not this time. This impermanence is showing up with a flaming sword and a look that says, we're cutting cords today, beloved. Around July 13th and 15, Mars, the planet of divine disruption, adds hot sauce to the sun, your ruling force. Think of it as cosmic therapy, but without the soft music and incense. The universe is demanding clarity. Who do you love? Why are you here? Are your finances supporting your growth or slowly suffocating your soul? Spoiler alert, avoidance won't save you. Only honesty will. So what can you do? One simple but sacred step, say it out loud. I am ready. Type it, whisper it, yell it into the void. The universe isn't judging your method, just your sincerity. And for the love of all things Leo, share this with your fellow lions. Someone out there is one cosmic shove away from finally waking up, and you might be the one holding the match. Let me take you on a little journey, one that starts not with your daily horoscope, but with a dusty, ancient manuscript and a man named Nostradamus. Yes, the same guy who predicted everything from world wars to probably your last breakup. Buried deep in his cryptic texts is a curious reference to a fire-bearing creature facing a blade of light. Sounds dramatic? That's because it is. And according to modern astrologers, and a few overcaffeinated monks who read star charts for fun, this riddle finally makes sense in 2025. That creature? It's Leo. That blade? It's the rare and fiery Mars-Sun opposition hitting this July. Congratulations, you're officially the cosmic main character. No pressure. What does this mean? Well, if you've been keeping secrets, dodging difficult money conversations, or ghosting your own emotional needs like they're a bad Tinder date, spoiler alert, you can't anymore. Both Buddhism and astrology agree, we're entering a karmic checkpoint. A moment where the universe asks, are you ready to stop pretending you're fine and actually become who you're meant to be? This isn't just a vibe. It's a full-blown energetic audit. And here's the kicker, this portal doesn't stay open. July 13th and 15 aren't just dates, they're cosmic expiration stamps. Miss them, and you could be stuck in spiritual Groundhog Day, repeating the same karmic loops for another 8 years. That's right. 8. That's at least 2 questionable hairstyles, 1 midlife crisis, and 3 maybe I should move to Bali moments. So what can you do? Easy. Make the choice to evolve. Step into the light, even if it burns a little at first. Comment I am awakened not just for internet points, but as a vow. An energetic anchor. A memo to the universe that says, I'm done playing small. Leo, your spiritual rebirth isn't some abstract idea, it's knocking on your door. And this time, it brought fireworks. Let's talk about love, Leo, and not the Hallmark card kind. I'm talking real, soul-shaking, ego-melting, do I love this person or just miss the version of myself when I met them, kind of love. Yeah. That kind. This July, your romantic life isn't just going through a shift, it's getting dragged into the cosmic spotlight, mascara running and all. Love becomes raw, unfiltered, and incredibly revealing. There's no more hiding behind perfect Instagram photos or pretending we're just going through a phase. The truth shows up uninvited, barefoot, and swinging emotional truth bombs. Some relationships will evolve into deeper, more authentic connections. Others? They'll bow out, permanently. So ask yourself, is this love, or just nostalgia dressed up in emotional comfort food? If you've been stuck in a love story that feels more like a rerun than a renaissance, now's the time to rewrite the script. According to both astrology and ancient Buddhist insight, true love never clings. It doesn't chain or chase, it allows. And if someone is meant to return, they will. Not because you begged, but because you both grew. Reconnection is possible, yes, but only if the love is real and the egos have been left at the door. This is the time to release fear, control, and illusion. Let your heart breathe. Now, onto money. Because Venus rules both love and cash, and the cosmos loves irony. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is squaring off with Saturn, the planet of you better have a plan. This rare opposition is basically a spiritual IRS audit for your relationship with money. You may feel a strong, almost irresistible urge to invest, start something bold, or walk away from your 9-to-5 and open that artisanal candle shop. But don't rush. July 13th opens the door to abundance. By July 15th, the universe will present a concrete opportunity or challenge that forces your hand. This is your financial fork in the road, Leo. One path leads to long-term prosperity. The other? A rerun of Why Am I Always Broke? Season 12. Choose wisely. Let's cut straight to the soul of the matter, money. But not in the get-rich-quick, manifest a yacht kind of way. I'm talking about money as a mirror, a direct reflection of how you value yourself, your time, and your truth. As someone who's studied both the stars and the self for decades, I can tell you, your bank account often reveals more about your inner world than your birth chart. And this July, Leo, your inner light is either going to shine like gold or scatter like loose change in a parking lot. See, the cosmos isn't handing out wealth to the loudest roar or the most dramatic flex. The energetic current this month only supports those who are focused, self-aware, and disciplined. If you've been making impulsive decisions, chasing validation through spending, or telling yourself future me will figure it out, well, future you just called, and they're begging you to stop. July 13th and 15 aren't just pretty dates, they are cosmic deadlines. The universe is basically saying, you in or not. And unlike your ex, it's not sending follow-up texts. Now, a little wisdom from the Buddha, because let's face it, he knew a thing or two about karma and consciousness. It's not money that causes suffering. It's the attachment to money, the ignorance, and the greed. So before you invest, spend, or start your Leo luxury coaching empire trademark, pause. Ask yourself, am I building from purpose or proving something I haven't healed yet? This is your final cosmic nudge, Leo. If you keep waiting, you may miss the frequency of abundance and authentic love that's knocking louder than your Amazon delivery guy. The gate is open, but it won't stay that way. Choose to walk through it with wisdom, clarity, and maybe just a dash of lion-hearted swagger. Let me speak to the lion within you, Leo, not the one posting inspirational quotes on Instagram, but the ancient Firebearer buried beneath the day-to-day hustle, the one who's been called across lifetimes to remember their true mission. Because this moment, this exact alignment of time, energy, and purpose, it isn't coincidence, it's cosmic choreography. And not to go full Nostradamus on you, but, well, actually, let's go full Nostradamus. Centuries ago, the famed seer wrote, when the sun cries out in the sky of July, the fire-bearer must choose to burn and become light or sink into darkness and be forever lost. It may sound poetic, or like a deleted Game of Thrones scene, but modern astrologers now see this as a direct reference to you, Leo. You're the fire-bearer. You were never meant to be ordinary. And if you've felt lately like life's been nudging you hard into discomfort, uncertainty, or soul-searching, that's not a breakdown. That's an invitation. Right now, the planets of love, wealth, and fate are converging like guests arriving to your spiritual TED Talk. This is your window. This is the signal. Say it out loud, or better yet, comment it below like a cosmic vow, I am ready to receive my new destiny. And don't whisper it like you're scared your cat will judge you. Say it like you mean it, because the universe doesn't respond to hesitation, it responds to heart. This isn't just about fate, it's about no more delays. Another 8-year cycle is already circling the block like it's looking for parking. Are you going to wave it on, or hop in the front seat and drive this thing like the royal beast you are? The strongest version of yourself, the one you dream of when no one's watching, is within reach. But it doesn't come wrapped in comfort. It comes lit in truth. Now is the time to ignite. Not someday. Not when Mercury isn't in retrograde. Now. To lead. To rise. To drop the masks, the fears, the what-ifs, and step into the life that was meant for you, not the one you settled for. The decisions you make today, yes, today, will echo into the next chapter of your journey. So be bold. Be brave. Be brilliantly, unapologetically Leo. And in case the universe hasn't been subtle enough, July 13th and 15th are not just dates. They are tests. Sacred ones. The question is not whether you're ready. It's whether you remember who you are. This is not about fear, it's about awakening. It's about reclaiming your truth in a world that keeps telling you to dim down. So dear Leo, before you go back to your to-do list or snack break, no judgment, I'm a Taurus moon, I get it. Take one last breath and truly feel this moment. You are standing on the edge of something massive. And you don't have to do it alone. If this message stirred something in you, share it. Hit that like button as a seal of your commitment. Subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo, where we decode the cosmic language just for you, with a little wisdom, a little fire, and sometimes, a little sass. Life's too short to play small when you were born to blaze. Now go on, roar a little louder. The universe is listening.